So thank you for joining us today. So this, in case anyone has not seen it, is our beautiful and lovely campaign homepage. We've got, as you can see, very easy to use, our giving amounts here, this really wonderful video with some of the stories from Life Stories campaign or from our Life Stories Club. And left side, just a little bit about who we are, what we do. And then here we can see, Lene, look, we already have our first fundraiser. So here, once you sign up, you can either make a donation very easily. It's just a couple of clicks, doesn't ask for all that information. You just need to give your name and your address. So all of your friends and family are, it's very easy for them to participate. And what we would love for all of you to do right away is to just click this button here. And if there's time, we can even do that today at the end of this call. And if anyone has any questions, we can walk through this all together. Of course, I do want all of you to know also that I am your resource. So please consider me a friend and someone that you can reach out to if you have any questions, if you want some help or some, to just a sounding board to talk through, some of your outreach. So when you are ready to click that button and start fundraising instantly, all you do is sign up with your name, your email, and it will ask you to upload a photo. Highly recommend doing so. And actually, let me just go ahead and show our fundraising guide, which we put together to sort of help with any questions you might have and sort of guide you through the process. But again, it's really, really simple. I believe Lily has shared this with everyone already. So if you do have any questions, let us know in the chat or just go ahead and speak up and we'll hear you. But so here's our guide. Again, here we have our $200 donor goal, $8,000 financial goal. And then you see it's very easy. Set up your page, kick off your fundraising. It'll prompt you through each of the steps. The photo really helps people see who you are, personalizes your page. The personal note, spend a little bit of time thinking about why Life Story Club is important to you and why do you want to share that mission with your friends, family, and colleagues. And again, I would encourage everyone to think big in terms of who you might invite to participate in this campaign. There's a couple of other ways that we can engage our networks. The most effective way is personal outreach. So doing those personal emails, personal text messages, DMs on Instagram, social media, all of that sort of direct peer-to-peer communication. That's the most effective way to spread the word. For some of the people in your networks, might not be appropriate to DM or email, though I would encourage you to do so, even if you might be a little shy about that, because what you're really doing is encouraging folks to or inviting folks to participate in something that's really meaningful to you. I think in this country, especially, we have, we're kind of taught a lot of shame about asking for money, and so as a fundraiser, my job in life is to empower folks to, not think of it like that and to, think of it as, you are inviting someone to engage in something that is meaningful to you and that you think would be meaningful to them as well. So I would encourage you to think about that as you're, beginning to think about who's on your list. In terms of a schedule, we really want to hit the ground running on May 31st. So our hope is that you will all be able to quickly, spend 5 minutes on creating your page. If you want any help, we're happy to help you. And so on May 31st, we can start getting those emails and social media posts out right away. In addition to that individual direct outreach, I would say the crowdfunding part of a crowdfunding campaign is the sort of, getting that message out far and wide by just posting on social media, sending an e-blast out to your networks. An effective way to do that, if you have a BCC list running on your email, blast it out to your emails. And then one other really effective method to inspire others to give is to make a donation to your campaign yourself. You can see, oh, sorry about that. So once you've set up your page, you can see here that it's this really beautiful design. You'll have a nice graphic here. When you put your personal note, it'll appear here. Your photo will appear here. And then your goal for your page, whatever you set your fundraising goal to, will also be displayed. That's another thing to consider. What's an achievable but meaningful goal to you personally in terms of your fundraising? Some folks it might be 1,000, other folks it might be 500, some folks less. So think about a goal that you would consider a stretch goal or a meaningful goal, but something that you still think is achievable. And then do consider making a gift towards that goal to really kick off your fundraising efforts. So there is, I think that's really the gist of it. In the guide, there are a number of templates that you can use to invite your networks to engage and to donate. One thing that is another, something to consider is that we're not always needing everyone that we're spreading the word to make a gift necessarily. Some people in our networks might be better networkers or have a expansive network that we think might want to engage in this. So we would also direct those people to consider becoming a part of the campaign crew themselves. And just like you, it's just as easy. All they would have to do is go to our campaign page and click that "I want to fundraise" for this button. So the barrier to entry for this is hopefully non-existent. And I see Trevor has already made his page. So thank you so much, Trevor. Feel free as I'm doing this to go ahead and get your page set up. Otherwise, I'll stop taking over your screen with this screen share. And then, like I said, there's templates in this guide with some emails and social media posts that you can use. Again, we, totally fine to copy and paste these right into your LinkedIn, your email, your social, but also really helpful if you personalize. If you add a sentence, it doesn't have to be much, but a quick sentence about why Life Stories campaign is meaningful to you. Perhaps it could be the same sentence that you put onto your when you're setting up your page. There's a prompt that you'll say, just a couple of sentences as to why this organization is meaningful to you and why you're participating in the campaign. Again, feel free to copy and paste as well. Not everyone loves the writing. Throughout the campaign, we will be sending emails, social media posts, and so what we'd love is for everyone to follow us on social media if you're not already, so that you can easily see our posts and share it. We will be emailing everyone throughout the campaign, but not too much. We don't want to be a nuisance to anybody, but we just want to make sure you have all the latest assets and the graphics. You can see that these are really delightful graphics, and there's more to come. So I think everyone in your news feed and on your email list will be happy to see these. One thing that we're finding extremely effective in today's era of digital fundraising is text message outreach. So most, traditionally we've relied on email and social media, but text messages actually have like a 60% higher open rate than emails and social media posts, because there's just so much these days. So when you send that text, it's that much more personal. So do consider that. Again, the same copy that you would use for a social media post could use for a text message. If you have any issues or would like any help like saving any of the images to your phone's camera roll so you can quickly drop those into a text message, let us know and we can make sure that's easy breezy for you.